welcome back once again. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This video, I promised to share it with you, and then I thought, no, I will leave it. During the UN summit, the Malian minister has given a speech in which I share part of it because it involved the Ghana president Nana Akufo-Addo. And I do not forget, but I thought let me leave the other one alone because it concerned Algeria. I came across another piece of video. I thought, no, it's not necessary. And then another one came. And I'm thinking, is that any tension going on between Algeria, Morocco, Mali? And when I say Mali, we all know it's AES. There was, I said there was because the Malian minister was in Algeria, historical area, and we thought everything was fine. I've shown him some historical praises, and we were saying, well, things are going on well. But I remember that one of our family members under the comment section said, don't believe these people. They are not what they say they are. So when the speech came out at UN, I thought, okay. And then I came across these two videos I want to share with you. Please listen up to the end. I will be back. Thank you so much for your time.
Of our true allies, Mali remains open to all partners that wish to help it address its many challenges. In this regard, I reaffirm that the government of Mali remains willing to pursue and bolster its cooperation with the UN, especially through its agencies, funds, and programs with which we enjoy excellent cooperation relations. Here as well, we would like to commend and recognize the wisdom of His Excellency, the President Abdelmajid Tebboune, President of the Republic, the Democratic People's Republic of Algeria. On August 29, 2024, during a visit to the south of Algeria, you had said that Libya, Niger, and Mali were brotherly nations which you supported and would never harm. The Malian people were not surprised by these remarks, which eloquently demonstrated your Pan-Africanism, like that of your celebrated predecessors, including late President Abdel Aziz Bouteflika, affectuously nicknamed Abdelkader Mali. After his establishment in Gao and the commitment made by Malian authorities through the following actions: offering Malian territory as a rear base for the Mujahideen, thus opening up a southern front, taking part in armed battles against the French colonizers, deploying Malian combatants alongside Mujahideen on the Algerian territory to defend the freedom and dignity of Algerians, defending the Algerian cause and all diplomatic institutions until they recovered their independence. However, it is our duty to call to your noble attention the incongruous remarks made by two of your colleagues, which go against your wish to promote harmonious relations with your neighbors, including Mali. On July 31st, 2024, the Algerian Minister of Foreign Affairs declared that the Malian crisis did not need a military solution. He said this is a conflict between brothers. The solution must be political. With regard to the Algiers Accord, he stated that it was beneficial to Mali and had protected the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Mali. Deviating from this accord, therefore, would have a negative impact on all of its achievements, he said. In addition, on August 26, 2024, your permanent representative to the UN declared, I quote, "This morning I learned from media reports that a drone carried out a strike in the north of Mali, killing about 20 civilians. Those who were operating this drone can be held accountable to no one." End quote. If you look at those first remarks, you can see major interference in the internal affairs of Mali. The nature of the solution used by the Malian authorities concerns only the Malians themselves. Since the demise of the Algiers Agreement on January 25, 2024, Malians have only one wish regarding its fate, that it rest in peace. Distinguished Minister of Foreign Affairs, the accord is dead and gone, and you will not be able. Here I would like to reiterate that No one loves Mali more than Malians. I also remind you that Mali and its people are not just spectators in the face of attacks and adversity. For every bullet fired against us, we will reciprocate. For every word employed against us, we will reciprocate. Don't say we didn't warn you. As for the Algerian PR, in addition to providing room and board, I'm sure associated with delicious dishes like shakshuka and shorba for fugitive terrorists and renegades, his role as go-between is in no way assisting the promotion of neighborly relations. In his remarks, he makes serious, baseless accusations, on one hand implying that the victims were civilians, which is defamatory and irresponsible, and on the other hand, he stated that the operators of the drones were not accountable to anyone. This helps to fuel a disinformation campaign against Mali while supporting the idea that the valiant Malian defense and security forces would be incapable of themselves operating drones. Here, I would like to remind you that the rise and the improvement of the Malian armed forces is a tangible reality that has helped us to regain control of all of our national territory. As for the use of drones, the operators were indeed Malians who acted with professionalism like the rest of the defense and security forces. And they were targeting terrorists in accordance with international norms. I remind you that several years ago, those who promoted the instrumentalization of human rights were determined to tarnish the counterterrorism performance of the National Algerian Army, highlighted this. They also are ignorant of geography because they wrongly consider Mali to be a wilaya, that is, an Algerian province. Mr. President, Mali, I repeat, calls on these two wayward diplomats to cease to interfere in this history. They clearly know nothing about the history between Mali and Algeria, and they wrongly consider Mali to be a wilaya, that is, an Algerian province. I'll repeat once more, Mali calls on these two wayward diplomats to cease to interfere in a history they don't understand. They clearly are ignorant about the history between the peoples of Mali and Nigeria, the extraordinary contribution of Mali to the war liberation in Algeria, and they are also ignorant of geography because they wrongly consider Mali to be a wilaya or an Algerian province. Mr. President.
I don't know what you will be thinking. Maybe you'll be thinking what I was thinking when I first listening to it, because he is saying that the relationship they have is completely dead now, and they have to hold those diplomats for what they have said because it is not true. Some of them are giving information to human rights, and so the human rights watch, they believe them and they think they are deleting innocent people. Okay, the next video or the next audio says that they have attacked a lot of people um, at the border between Mali and Algeria. Please listen. I will be back.
During one of their missions in the fight against terrorism, the Malian armed forces carried out strikes against terrorists in Tilzaco and Tessabate, in the north of the country. According to reports, these heavily armed assailants were carrying ammunition and fuel to destabilize. They were then located and neutralized. In recent days, Malian armed forces have launched an offensive to liberate the locality of Termes et Athènes, on the border with Algeria, considered to be the last stronghold of armed terrorist groups on Malian soil.
So this video you just listened to, I have it for some days now, and I just like left it there. But the next video you will listen to, when I listened several times, I was like, I think there's tension going on between these three countries, and not three, let's say six countries: Morocco, Algeria, AES. And my first thought is, if they cannot get to you, they get to your neighbors, they get to your own people to fight you. And this is what is going on. I don't know about you. I will not make this video long. Please, whatever you think or whatever you know about this Mali, Algeria, Morocco, let us know under the comment section, because to me it is strange, because I have the video, the Malian minister, foreign minister in Morocco not long ago on the channel. I thought everything was okay. And then hearing what is going on, first, second, third, fourth time, I thought, no, there might be something going on, and we have to watch carefully before it escalates to big thing. And I hope it doesn't, because then they will use them against each other. That will be the loophole, you know. And I heard Libya now want to join the AES, because not join AES when I put it that way, but to be part of what they are doing. I mean, we all know AES is a country on its own now, but it, Libya want to be part of them. Whatever they are doing, they want to have vice versa, because of their history between the others, and they are also doing what, telling them to pack their things and leave. Yes, after everything, now their eyes is open. I don't know what they were thinking before they allowed themselves to be used. Okay, so if that happened, I don't know. I'm confused.
The last thing I'd like to say, Mr. Chairman, is an observation, a remark. The Minister of Foreign Affairs spoke of the threats facing the Sahel-Saharan region, the threat of terrorism, the threat of separatism and underdevelopment. I agree with him for once. I agree with this diagnosis. But the minister forgot to tell us. The remedy is to tell me why the causes. Algeria is the cause. Mother of all problems. From the Sahel and the Sahara. Because quite simply, when you ask yourself the question, where are the terrorists going to take refuge? Where will the extremists take refuge? Where will the separatists take refuge? Well, Mr. Minister, it's true that there is a terrorist threat on Algerian soil. In the Sahelo-Saria region, there's a separatist threat, there's an extremist threat, but it's because of your country. Algeria's borders are polluted with separatist terrorists and extremists. Another thing is that the minister didn't talk to us about a remedy, didn't talk about the causes I've just explained, didn't talk about remedies. The remedy is simple. Stop interfering in the internal affairs of the countries in the region. Stop respecting the will from countries in the region and your neighbors. Respect the choice. Politics in these nations. And as a final observation, please listen again to the speech given by an eminent minister this Saturday from the podium, in which he describes the situation. I'll stop here. Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Confused. I'm confused. I will leave you here, families. Credit to RTB. Families, please leave your comment, because I'm confused here. And anytime I'm confused, you always put me right. If you know anything I don't know, please leave comment and let us all, or I will learn from you. God bless you. Or my returning, my new, those who are passing by. If this is your first time, my name is Mambi, and you are very welcome. Thank you, my kings and queens, my new members who have joined my membership. Thank you so much. God bless you all. I appreciate you. See you soon. Bye bye.